Good morning, this has been responding to the video Putting Faith in Its Place. Let's just get right into it. I want to make 3 points about this video, 3 separate points. The video is 10 minutes long, so I have a lot going on with it, and I won't respond to everything. If someone asks me to, I'll try and respond to more stuff. But I know I shouldn't be doing this because it's not really the main point of the video, but I had to say something. He makes this point where religion is relevant. All that matters is what you do to other people with your life. But then he goes directly into saying that your religion causes you to do bad things to people in your life. Well, which is it? I mean, he says people need to understand that it doesn't matter if you're religious, it just matters what you do to other people with your life. But then he goes into showing how it does matter if you're religious because it causes you to do things to other people with your life. Because you're believing in stuff for him without evidence. Alright, the fundamental premise of the video, you can only tell what's not in the box. Don't fall for this, people, please, don't fall for this. He's leaving out, he's saying you can ask what's not in the box, or you can ask what is in the box, and ne'er the twain shall meet. That they're 2 totally separate categories. Well, let me introduce a 3rd category, either or categories, where you could ask, just like you would in a game of 21 questions. I mean, surely you've played this game where you say, is it bigger than a bread box? You narrow things down greatly by asking questions that divide things into huge categories. That's how filing systems work. You say, is in this section, or this section, and you narrow it down so you can say, is what's in the box all powerful or not? If it's not all powerful, then it's not God. Okay? So I mean, you can learn a lot from these nots, or you could just reverse the question and say, well, is what's in the box not all powerful? Well, it's not all powerful. Then it is all powerful. I mean, if you can obtain information about what's not in the box, then you've obtained information about what's in the box. And that's the simple truth. I can say, is what's in the box personal or impersonal? I've narrowed it down to an either or. Is it personal? No. Okay. Then it's not God. I mean, you can learn things about what's in the box. Fundamentally, as soon as you learn what's not in the box, you've gained information about what is in the box. Anyway, and then I'll just let this stuff about William Lane Craig. He was singled out. Transcending our time and space doesn't necessarily mean transcending all time and space. This is William Lane Craig's cosmological argument. And to put it bluntly, his cosmological argument was misrepresented here. He argues on the basis that it transcends all time and space. He argues on the basis that time and space began to exist, period. Not our time and space, but time and space. And he has a proof for that. Didn't respond to it. You just redefined what he said in terms of something else. You've got to respond to his proof. You can't just say he didn't say this. And then, a changeless mind is by definition non-functioning. Here, we just say one word: sustain. A changeless mind could sustain. In other words, the issue is a disembodied, changeless mind. If it exists beyond all time and space, obviously it doesn't have the time parameters to change. But that doesn't mean that it can't have effects on our universe. It could I don't see why that has to be non-functioning. I can see how the mind he can't change his mind, but he could continue to think what he thinks. and believe what he believes, and choose what he chooses. In other words, this mind that exists beyond time could make one choice that comprehensively relates to all information and every event, because beyond time you could see all events at once, and you would know everything. If you really existed beyond time in a mind, then you could just make one choice, and you wouldn't have to go from a position of having not made it to made it. You'd just be who you are. You would just be that one choice that handled everything. And so what happens in the future would be related to that same one choice as what happens in the past. So I don't see how this changeless mind can't be creator and sustainer of the universe. Oh, and I might as well give an argument for time and space having begun. Time can't have lasted forever. Infinite regress problem. Yeah. If not, today will be the day at the end of forever, and we can't sit here and wait until the day at the end of forever gets here. Therefore, today is not the day at the end of forever. The only way you can get to the end of forever is by moving with infinite speed, which that's not time anymore. That's going beyond time. Okay. I'll say no more.